Welcome to TechieTalkee. In this video, I'll be explaining on the if-else statements used in Python and how to write them using the comparison operators. This snapshot contains the comparison operators that we have in Python, which are equal to, not equal to, greater than, lesser than, greater than equal to, and lesser than equal to. All this time, I was showing you examples using the assignment operators, where I assign a value to a variable. We might encounter certain scenarios where we assign a value to a variable based on a specific condition. This is where the if-else statements come into picture. Let's consider an example where A is 7 and B is 2. Let's give the first comparison operator equal to. This operator is going to compare two values. I have written this if statement. This is going to compare the value of A and B and print the value accordingly. If I execute this code, I'll not get any result because A is not equal to B. Let me give the value of B to be 7. If I execute this code, the message, the values of A and B are the same, gets printed on the screen. In Python, we should always take care of the indentation, which is nothing but the tab space in the beginning of the code. So after this if block, whatever code that we give should have a tab space. What if I don't give a tab space? Let me try executing it. I'll get an indentation error, as you can see here. So Python will always expect a tab space after the if or the else block for it to execute properly. There is an alternate way to write this code. I can give if A is equal to B, then print this. If I execute this code, the values of A and B are the same, gets printed there on the screen. So this is the other way to write the if statement. Consider the previous example where we gave A equal to 7 and B equal to 2. So in that case, nothing got printed on the screen because A is not equal to B. So how do we handle this scenario? We need to give a else block. So I'll give else print the values of A and B are different. If I execute this, then the actual print message gets printed there because A is not equal to B. So it goes to the else block and it prints the message saying the values of A and B are different. Depending on the business requirement, there will be multiple lines of code under the if or the else statements. So in our example, we can see only one line, which is nothing but the print message. There is an alternate way to write this code as well. Let me give you an example. Print the values of A and B are the same if A is equal to B. Else print the values are different. Python supports this kind of syntax as well, provided we do not have multiple lines of code under the if or the else statements. Now let's understand how the not equal to comparison operator works. So consider this case where A is 7, B is 2. I'm giving a if block. If A not equal to B, then that the values of A and B are different. Else print they are the same. If I execute this, it will print a message that the values of A and B are different. This is the way we can use the not equal to comparison operator. If I execute this code, I'll get A is lesser than B. Meaning first, the control was in the first if block where it was checking if A is equal to B. No, in that case, it will go to the elif block where it is checking if A is less than B. Yes, that is the case. So this print message gets printed on the screen. Sometimes the requirement would be that the same operation need to be performed if A is equal to B or A is less than B. In that case, we can go for the less than equal to operator. Let me show you with an example. In this example, we are checking if A is less than or equal to B. In that case, we are printing a message A is less than or equal to B, else A is greater than B. If I execute this code, I'll get the message printed as A is lesser than or equal to B. Let's try changing the value of B also to be 3. The same message gets printed because the condition of A equal to B gets satisfied. So the same print message gets printed on the screen. Similarly, you can use the greater than equal to operator as well. In this case, I have A to be 10 and B to be 7. So I'm checking if A is greater than or equal to B. In that case, print A is greater than or equal to B, else A is less than B. If I execute this code, I'll get A is greater than or equal to B because A is 10 and B is 7. Hey guys, hope you now understood about the various comparison operators and how to use them in the if-else statements. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any queries, you can reach out to me at techietalkee@gmail.com. Happy learning and have a great day.